Hi, buddy.
Josephus, how are you,
How's it
buddy?
going? Good. How are you?
Good, good.
Good. What are you up to?
Absolutely nothing. Oh, look, how on earth did you get four people already?
Yeah, dude, we're flying. Look at us.
Is it your family?
No, this time no. Yeah,
Cool.
man.
I've
What's
been
up?
uh, I've been playing around with the
With some,
snakes and trying to get good photos. Man, they're
yeah,
it's so hard. Honestly,
yeah.
find that trying to get them in the cocoa, like that's a pretty accurate picture.
Mm-hmm.
When I use my light box, it's not the greatest, and then I've got a bunch of these backdrops for them. That's
Yeah,
not terrible, but you can see this. The towel is like this is like I was using a red backdrop at one point, and
right.
it was it seemed to capture the animal's colors a little bit better. And then you get all these shadows and stuff, and
So
like, dude, I've
expensive.
got like four lights on.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. I just did a video trying to show off my holdbacks and
I
nothing.
watched that. Thanks for the shout out, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I
nothing
saw
was coming in clear,
I saw your girl. Your girl's monstrous.
dude. She just ate two large ASF today.
Oh wow.
She's a pig.
Here's your other one. I didn't realize it was the exact same as the one you kept. I thought yours had spot nose.
No, no, mine. The only thing is het pied. That's the only difference.
Oh, good. Lucky you. Or I mean, lucky
Yeah,
me. I didn't want that bite.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, if yours was het hypo or het pied, it would still be in my racks.
Oh, yeah. Also, the hypo and the pied were floating around there.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was still the ultimate triple het. So
Ah, okay.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I picked up one from Austin this this week on an auction. Kind of picking up garbagey, not garbagey stuff, but I watch the auctions. I
Same.
watch the auctions not for um not to get deals because I really don't want to keep any females in my racks that are less than $1,000.
Yeah,
Um, give me a second. I want to answer this guy that just
yeah.
texted.
Go ahead. What's going on, everyone watching? Just gonna hang out, change some waters, get ready for New Year's. Hope everyone's having a good time, enjoying it, the holidays. Just got a text from Austin. Bye-bye.
Austin able
Austin,
to jump in or no?
I was trying to get him to. He's shoveling snow. He said he got 2 feet.
Oh yeah, yeah. He had 2 feet of snow.
Yeah, so he's out shoveling right now.
Yeah, we got snow the other day. It was when I left Billy's. It was raining,
Yeah,
freezing rain, until I hit about 20 minutes west of London. West of London to about just past Woodstock was slush and probably 6 inches of crap all over the highway. Highway was going 20 to 30 kilometers an hour, and not a plow had been through.
I believe it.
And it was
I
just
believe it.
like, why are the plows not going through? This does not make sense. Probably
I think they
six,
pull
eight,
him.
6, 8 cars in the ditch.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was not fun. And then when I got home to Pickering, we probably had a foot at least of snow in Pickering, and everybody's like, "No, we didn't get that much." But we're Pickering is just east of the Rouge Valley,
yeah,
so I think what happens is you get like the water coming off the lake and or the cold air coming off the lake or
for
wherever it
sure.
comes from and going through the valley and just pushing up the ton of snow. Yeah,
Yeah,
up where Austin is, that's just above the. That's I think that's right in the center or on one of the legs of the horseshoe. Right,
exactly.
you're up there close, aren't you?
Well, I'm still like almost 2 hours from Austin,
Where are
but
you? I thought you were
I,
just short of Barry.
yeah, I'm in Tottenham, so I'm about
Yeah, yeah,
30 minutes south of Barry.
yeah.
So
He's a good trek. I'm probably gonna go up. I've got about I think I've got 22 animals that I want to get all my latest clutches. I'm still not the greatest at sexing. I have like three
yeah,
animals that I'm like I've sexed at different times, and I'm getting a male, then a female, then a male, then a female. I'm like I don't know what's going on.
it's
So
it's
it's hard for
training.
me. Well, it's a part of the problem is I have massive hands, so
Yeah.
I break a lot of things just because I don't sometimes have a lot of feel in my hands, and I
Right.
don't want to hurt the animal. And I got really bad arthritis in my thumbs, and your thumbs are the two things you use to sex snakes most. So
Exactly. Exactly. Dude, you have a snake hook?
now I've never
I,
needed one.
dude, I've got one of my clutches this year, which
Yep.
I can't sell any of them. They're all, either visual hypo or double head hypo ultramel
Yeah.
with some pos head, clown and pied. They're all angry, dude. They
I
came
bet,
from
but they're
one of
probably your best eaters, though.
they oh they eat like
Yeah.
savages, but they're always trying to kill me. They're the only ones I bought this for that clutch. They're
Oh,
all
really?
there's 7 of them. They always try to kill me.
We've got a snake hook at Mutation Creation, and the only thing we use it for is
The
is
Mexicans?
no, I don't do any of that stuff. In
Okay.
the ARS racks, we've got. I thought I didn't know what they were because they're not really marked, or at least I'm not reading the labels. I didn't know they're right. That's not
So
right.
they're
They're
ready to chat.
marked.
Yeah.
They're marked as to what morphs they are, but not what species they are. I think they're boas.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
And
yeah,
they are when they're around eating time, they're like scary motherfuckers because they move lightning fast, like the ball pythons, but the ball pythons kind of move fast and then retract.
right,
These things lightning fast and then they take off. A couple of times I've had to like put my foot on top of them to make sure they're not like escaping. You're not trying to apply, like step on them, squish them. You're trying to apply a little pressure so you can get the snake hook quick. Yeah, they're pretty nasty.
right, right.
Normally I don't do it, but the last I think 3 times I've been feeding, I've been taking them out and cleaning their cage and watering, and I got lit up. Not I didn't get bit, but
Yeah,
they were sure as heck trying, and
yeah.
I have pretty good peripheral and lightning fast reactions, and it was and it pushes your temper too. Sometimes you're like, you little motherfucker, you did it on
Yeah,
purpose.
yeah, yeah. When I go up to Austin's, he's got some scary ass retics, man.
Oh, the retics,
They
I won't go near those things.
they intimidate me like crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're cool, but
he put a baby in my hands, and this thing lit me up. I must have had 8 bites on my arms and hands and stuff.
yeah,
Oh yeah, they're just not like biting and attaching, which kind of hurts, but they're just literally like nail, nail,
yeah,
nail, nail, and I'm like, mother, what do I do? And I'm
yeah.
like, I'm trying to almost throw the snake at Austin. Take these back, man.
Oh man, yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It's crazy. I just picked up a new girl.
oh, did you?
She
What'd you get?
she just ate. She got a bit of stuck shed on her, but so check this out. Leopard blackhead.
I was gonna say you got two dark genes in there.
Yeah, leopard blackhead, het clown,
Yep.
and 66% or 50% double het ultra pied. I think
Oh,
it's definitely
a
gonna
nice
prove five pied.
nice pet. Is that's
Yeah.
something you got from where? Where'd you get that?
A local guy, he's kind of cutting down his collection.
Yep.
I don't know if you know Brian at AB Genetics.
No, no, don't know.
Okay, yeah, yeah. He lives like 10 minutes from my house. Got me into ball pythons,
Oh wow,
but
there's
yeah,
a few guys in Barry. A few guys in Barry. My first
yeah,
when we bought them, the first set of like a actual breeding pair that I bought were pieds, and I think I paid $1,500. 850 for the female and 650 for the male, and I got
right.
them from up there.
Let's hear. Yeah.
Joe Powell. Joe
Joe Powell.
Powell's up.
Oh,
Joe
yeah, yeah.
Powell's up in Barrie. So I don't know if he's. I think he's still breeding, but he's not going like hard at it. What'd you do?
Yeah.
You said you did 12 clutches this year.
I had 13, but one slugged.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it was slow.
I think I'm counting. No, I'm not counting slugs. I was. If I count the slugs, I think I'm at almost the same 12 because
12.
we were 11. We were 11, one slugged out, and one we lost all the eggs over a period of 5 or 6 days within a week of them
Okay.
laying. And that sucked because I've been trying to hit double freeway with Super Banana, Super Orange Dream, Super NG, anything really.
Right.
And I have missed out so much. And that was one of the ones. That was a yellow belly. Yellow Belly Orange Dream that I put to Super Asphalt, Banana Orange Dream, Fire Pastel, and we got 11 eggs. So I'm like, whoa! I got great
Yeah.
chances of hitting a Super Orange Dream freeway.
And they all just went bad.
Yeah, they all went bad, and that was
Jeez.
I paid not big bucks, but for when I started, I think the most expensive female I bought was 550, and that was her. It was a yellow belly orange dream. Uh, the guy said it was ready to pair right away. It didn't lay for a year and a half, and then we went almost 3 seasons before it laid again, and then it
Oh
laid
wow.
it laid base not duds, but I kind of wasn't very happy with the people that I kind of always deal with, but then I got the Super Asphalt back like 6 months ago. This
Yeah.
thing has not walked once for me in 6 months. I don't know what to do with it.
Uh, that's crazy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's not that he's my. I have side projects, kind of. I do my entire collection. I don't know what you're doing, but
Yeah.
my entire collection split up into three. One third is kind of my own stuff, like which kind of includes high end sort of projects, and
Mm-hmm.
then a third for pet expos, and then a third is freeway stuff, and they kind of all those three projects kind of overlap into each
They
other,
merge. Yeah.
which they should overlap a little bit.
Yeah.
But the Super Asphalt, I made two more. There we go. You want to see some steaks? No,
Yeah.
I don't know what I
Always.
just did. I don't know what I just did. I pressed the. I got no glasses on. I'm looking at my phone. I
Big
pressed
ass
the.
hands.
I pressed a button that had a happy face.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know what that was.
Can
Oh, it brought up a bunch of little things at the bottom. That's kind of weird.
you see
Uh,
the chat today, or
sorry.
can you see the chat?
Um, I think it's you, me, Dragon Balls, Jason McAllister, Zenith Reptiles. I don't know who that is. Sierra OXOX,
Yeah.
who's Sierra Delica, and I don't know who that is.
Actually, one of my
And,
customers
oh, cool.
just
And
getting into it. Yeah.
Cameron Briscoe, and then Non Blondish.
I'm blondish.
It says four, but it looks like there's a few more people than that.
Yeah. I see
Uh,
six. Yeah.
yeah, I picked up all my holdbacks from Chris and Shauna.
Yeah.
That is
Is that what you sent me
that
the other day? That pastel super
yeah,
asphalt?
that's that I'm pretty sure that's a pastel orange dream.
Oh, dear.
No, orange dream fire. Orange dream fire super asphalt because
That's
I have one that we had Austin had initially ID'd, and this is like her tub looks like she's gone through the work because she's going through a shed.
yeah.
That's a female, and it looked nothing like this. Austin initially had that pegged as pastel fire super asphalt, but
Yeah.
not really any pictures of that. Um, and then whoever it got sold to, they took it to another breeder, and they said, "Oh, there's 100% orange dream in there." And then when the testing came out, we tested it; had no fire, did have orange dream. So that's
Hmm.
orange dream. That's orange dream pastel, and this one I think has got to be orange dream fire or orange dream fire and pastel. But
It's got pastel for sure. Look at the
she's
head.
very orangey. No, because we hit another pastel
Yeah.
in there, and the head's white. Whereas
Okay.
that head is got a little like that's coming through way more. In fact,
Yeah.
if you saw that head, you'd go, "Oh, that's Enchy," but there was no Enchy in
That's
the
kind of got the
pairing.
butterfly. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no Enchy in the pairing. So
Right.
the only other it could be pastel. It could be pastel fire, no orange dream. Because orange dream you normally get like a crown on the head, but
Hmm.
that's in freeway. I don't know what it is in super asphalt. That was
Right.
the. Then there's this little guy that we're pretty sure is just Enchy banana Enchy super asphalt.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He could have orange dream and fire in it, but definitely no pastel because we hit a pastel one in that.
Yeah. It's pretty
Uh,
bright.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones that I was trying to hit. My other super asphalt has got pastel and fire in it, and I really didn't
Hmm.
want those in there. And then this little guy here, he's got he's got pretty decent white sides, so
Yeah.
we think that's banana fire orange dream.
Okay. Almost like super banana.
Oh,
That's wild.
yeah. So that one and the female, the one the not this one here. That one. This one has Enchi in the pairing. This one does not. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, those were my main pickups, and then I got from our
I,
split pairings with Chris and Shauna, and then
yeah.
we got a couple pastel. But this little guy here got no eyeballs.
Yeah.
So almost identical. I think that one's one may have fire, one may not, or orange dreamer may not.
Hmm.
Fire and orange dream are really hard to tell when you get the pastel freeway in there,
Yeah.
because there's not much pattern to begin with on the tail, so it's a little hard to tell. And I'm not gonna. I think the
Yeah.
last one of these I sold went for like $220, so
Right.
there's really no point in spending the money to
Yeah. Sierra's asking if there's any plan for the new year
plans for the New Year's.
for
My
tonight, I guess.
my wife is down the states. My kids are all three of my kids down the states, and the other one's hunkered down. Right, I think she got like 2 weeks left, 3 weeks
Oh,
left
right. 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 For the
before she
grandbaby.
pops out the granddaughter number 8. So
Yeah. Congrats, man.
yeah,
That's exciting.
I got this is the I got one of those little. I think you had the same little tent thingy,
Yeah.
the little and then I got Chris and Shauna said to put the another light in front of it, and I already had this one on my desk. One of these the ring
Oh, okay.
lights.
Yeah. So
This
nice
thing
to.
is a ring light, and it had a place to connect my iPhone, but that part broke moons ago. I was just thinking about that. I got to buy another one now. I almost this is a 12 inch, and honestly, I really messed up. I don't know if that was you I was talking to or Austin. I think it was Austin said he bought the 16 inch. The
Yeah.
12 inch was 40 or 50, and then the 16 inch was like over 100. And I'm like, well, that's I think
Right.
I can get by with the 12 inch. Don't buy the 12 inch.
No. Yeah. I bought the
Too,
12-inch
too,
too.
oh, you did? Oh, it's
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
small, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too
It's
small.
good for hatchlings, but that's about it. But yeah, you can't get your angles.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
bought a little motorized Lazy Susan today
Yeah.
on Amazon, because that's
Motorized.
yeah. So it'll you put the snake on there and it'll slowly turn so that you can
Oh,
just
cool.
you don't have to move the snake. It'll
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's actually the couple times I've seen somebody use it, the snake sits still because they're spinning
They're
mildly.
moving.
So they're
Yeah.
yeah, and that's one of the ways to get a snake to stop being snippy. Supposedly, is to give them a quick 360 and then
Yeah.
put them down again.
Interesting. I
I've
should do
had
that for all these hypos.
oh yeah, you'd need it for your hypos. What
Oh
else
my!
is in those hypos?
That was the black pastel pinstripe hypo to the ultimate triple het. So very few black pastels and only one pinstripe in the whole clutch.
Oh
It was
wow,
wild. I got 11 eggs.
yeah.
I think it
Oh,
was.
that's a good clutch.
Yeah.
I've only got one. I've only got one pinstripe, and it was from. And this thing again is another one of these. They looks like the war's gone on because she's shedding good. That
Yeah.
one.
Nice.
Uh,
Nice.
no,
Hey, do you have any?
this little guy has not eaten in 5 weeks, so I got to take him up to Austin and see if Austin can get him eating.
Yeah. Do you have a
Where?
super asphalt het clown or clown? You said.
No, I had a super asphalt clown, but
Yeah.
it died.
Oh, right. 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 Damn.
It died. This thing here sheds like garbage, doesn't eat like
Hmm.
garbage. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's a female. That's pinstripe, redhead,
Oh, right.
fire, and black pastel. I think. Oh, my labels are here. And I think it's not double head. It's only single head.
Yeah.
Uh, Het clown. Yeah, pinstripe, fire, leopard. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Pinstripe, fire, leopard, redhead. That was from Anton at DPR, but it's that one's not eating worth
Hmm.
crap. My other that one isn't eating very good, and then this is a weird one because that was blackhead. It was labeled as blackhead pastel orange dream. I got it.
Hmm.
I got it verified because it was possible het hypo. No, it was that's not right. That's the other one. It said double het hypo clown.
Hmm.
So I got it verified as Orange Dream because I spent like $3,000 on genetic testing because I want to know what everything is.
Right.
But when I started using the Husbandry Pro,
Yeah.
and I'm really anal with my record keeping. So I got the pairing from Billy, and Pastel wasn't even in the pairing.
Oh, really?
Yep, it's not even in the pairing, and Austin's like, well, it definitely looks like pastel, but
Yeah.
he checked the mom and the dad in the pairing. He's like, yeah, that's not pastel. I don't know what the heck that is. So don't know. It just
Interesting.
doesn't look like a normal. It doesn't look like a normal blackhead orange dream
No, that's for sure.
normal, but it does have het hypo and het clown. Austin said that he doesn't think that het clown has much of a pattern or color influence, but het hypo
Right.
definitely does.
Yeah, definitely. Damn.
Oh yeah. I'm just getting ready to go up to Austin's in another day or two.
Oh, yeah. What are you gonna
That's
do up there? Just hang out?
Niala Fire.
Mm.
Niala Fire Het Clown. Already like 1,700 grams. I think I've only had her for a
Nice.
year. That's
You get that from Austin too?
no, but it was in the same sort of pairing that Austin got, and then
Okay.
that's Austin's, but that's Asphalt Het Clown. She's
Okay.
1650,
Nice.
and she's already paired to the Asphalt Clown that has it's Asphalt Clown, and it definitely has Mojave. And Austin said it's got Black Pastel, Hurricane, and Red Stripe. We have no Red Stripe test,
Oh,
but I've already said that animal. Actually, the only reason why Austin let me take it is I was paying for the genetic testing on the two of them,
yeah.
and then if they were het monsoon, Austin kept those, and then he would reimburse me for the genetic testing
The
because
testing.
he was just going to prove them out. And I'm
Right.
like, let me test them if they're not uh het what did I just say? Monsoon. If there
Head
weren't het
monsoon.
monsoon, then he would sell them to me. So I bought three of them from him. That male, another male, the other male. They're both yellow belly or asphalt. That was part of the conundrum. Is what are they really?
Right. Have
So
Have
it
you
turned out. It
tested
turned
a
out.
lot for monsoon?
Sorry.
Have you tested a lot for monsoon?
No, I've tested one or two of Billy's that I was going to do split pairing with because it's hard for him to give up anything that's het monsoon.
Hmm.
Uh, I have another one that's a pastel spot nose freeway het clown female, and it's I think it's sitting at 1,100 grams,
Mm.
and I went into the shop one day and there's the cards upside down, and I'm like, I start to panic a little bit because it was one of the better animals that I've got from Billy.
Right.
And I said to Austin, "What's going on with this?" He's like, "Oh, that clutch is het monsoon." I said, "Better not be. I got one of those animals." He's like, "No, you don't." I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And I showed him. He's like, "Oh, dude, that could be het monsoon." And I'm like, "Well, unfortunately, if it's het monsoon, I'll probably just give it to one of you guys, trade it
Yeah.
for something different because I really don't want to hit monsoon because
Yeah. Brian Gundy just hopped in the chat. What's up?
I don't know that I know who that is.
Oh, really? Legend.
Brian Gundy. I'm trying to bring up the face because I'm a very picture person. It took me forever
Right.
even to remember you, Joe Murphy,
Not.
and like I must have met you like 15, 20 times, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, the guy Austin, who's that guy that I bought my Ultra from? It's Joe,
Yeah.
you moron.
See, I'm good with faces. I'm terrible with names. Yeah.
That's me. Yeah.
I can recognize, but
I
weird.
recognize the person's I recognize the person's face, and I can tell you probably where I met them and when I met them and what they do for a living, how many kids and how many wives they have.
And push how
Nowadays,
she's old.
you
Yeah.
you almost do need. Well, that's the thing is that like I'm not like it's the same with streets.
Yeah.
I could get somewhere after the 10th time, but I don't memorize how to get there because I've got a German brain, and my German brain says you don't got to remember that. You got GPS. Just throw that detail in the garbage. Can't remember names, can't remember street names, but like I
Yeah.
remember details in real estate. I was the same in my family company. See, I couldn't. My boss would ask me, "Would you printed this job yesterday?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, whatever." I don't remember printing that yesterday. I only did 10 jobs. I didn't remember all 10 of them. But then I could tell you, "Hey, we need this paper. Oh, it's the rack on the right, rack 8, halfway up. It's a white label with blue tape and." There's about 800 sheets there, and we've had it for 19 years. It's just like
Right.
that's just the way my brain worked.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
what is your Yellow Belly Ultramel? Oh no, that's no. Where is yours?
Which one?
Yellow Belly Ultramel Krypton is at 505. Yours is at 800. I guess I'm catching up
It's
there.
gotta be. Gotta be.
Okay, yeah, it looked pretty big in there.
Yeah, yeah. She's a big girl.
I got
How
a
big
little
she need
bit
to
of.
get?
I got another good. Good test came back. I had an Ultramel Creed het clown from Billy that was
Hmm.
possible het hypo. That came back as het hypo.
Nice.
So then it's Ultramel Creed double het hypo clown. I think you mentioned
Perfect.
Creed in there
Yeah.
as well in your video.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
that
Creed.
I don't know. I don't think that was started by Billy, but I know he
Yeah.
had it and has
Right.
some. I think we're starting to just relabel stuff from those clutches as fire.
Yeah.
Um, but Heather definitely says it's not. It's a different line. It's a Canadian line of fire, but
Yeah.
it tests the same as fire. No, that's not right. It's a different gene than fire, but it still makes a super fire. It
Right.
still acts like a fire, and it's in Canada. So,
Yeah. 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 I was talking to Heather about it too. Man, I wish she did panel tests. Honestly, spend
yeah, and she
spend so
said,
much on shed
honest,
testing.
she said she's never doing it.
Yeah.
She'll never do one. Yeah, I have a challenge with what's going on in the direction. I met a guy through the Instagram and stuff I was looking at. This guy's collection mirrors mine. He's a little
Hmm.
bit more advanced, but he seems to have like all of his projects are the exact same as mine and nothing else, which is kind of odd.
Yeah.
Out in Vancouver, and he said he sends his stuff down to Ben.
In the sighties?
He mails it down. No, he just
Oh,
puts
he
it in
just
the
throws
mail.
it in them.
Yep. And
I mean,
the funny thing is, I was told that if Ben said it on one of his lives that if they get an envelope from Canada with Canada postmarkings on it that does not have sight that they know doesn't have sightings, they'll throw it in the garbage and they'll just text you and say, yeah, we're not doing that.
we're not even opening it. Yeah.
But he's supposedly texting or doing all of his sheds through there. I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that on a live that had a ton of viewers on it, but we only
Yeah.
got 3 people here. So the guys that are on here, you got inside information.
That's right. I mean, you could just mail it to a friend and have them ship it over for you, but
Well,
you know.
when I went down, I accidentally had a shed down the side of my seat that was labeled to go
Yeah.
to Heather,
Oops.
and
Yeah.
I relabeled that to go to Ben, and I did a full panel, but that came back. That was one that Austin thought was either Het Monsoon or Hurricane. It was a yellow belly het clown, and
Hmm.
we burned one of my clowns and paired that to it. And then we had all the babies to it, and I sent that shed to Ben. We did a full panel test. I don't think they had. What do they have now? Like 53 or something.
Yeah, it's like 50 something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was back when they only had like 42 or 43. They
Okay.
tested it against everything. All it was the yellow belly
Oh,
hit clown. So,
no shit.
and that was like a $200 test plus
Yeah.
burning the clown plus,
Right.
and those animals at that point,
Yeah.
they're not going very much. I just put
Yeah.
another one of the Cypress asphalt. No, the Cypress OD. Cypress OD yellow belly het clown male
Hmm.
on auction, but
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah.
but it has all of zero view. You can tell whether your auction's going to go okay by how many likes it has, and this
Right.
has zero likes on it. And this is from last night that I posted it. So
Mm. Yeah. Hopefully it goes.
yeah, the last one sold for $5.
Yeah.
I got early. Um, I got early results on a few of them. She said, "This is the strange thing." She said, "No, I need new sheds from this one, and this one." Well, she gave me test results the other day on one that she asked for a new shed for. I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought you needed a new shed for this. Well, I retried it and it worked.
It worked. Yeah.
What?
She did that to me a few times too.
Oh, dude, that was terrible.
Or I was asking her, it was like 3 weeks. I'm like, hey, you got my results? She's like,
Yeah.
oh, I thought I sent them to you. I'm like, they were sitting on her desk. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Well, she told me to get scale clippings off of Austin's too because I sent the sheds in and she said they were no good.
Yeah.
So they she I did scale clippings, which I'm not comfortable doing.
Right.
I sent those in to her with the shed from the Creed Ultramount from Billy.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, she says she still doesn't have the envelope. A week later, she gives me the results from the Creed. My- And I said to her, I'm confused. Where did the Creed envelope come from? Did I mix up my records and
Yeah.
it was in the envelope with Billy's sheds?
Right.
Or do you have the two packages with the
It's
scale
she's
clippings? And
yeah.
she didn't answer it. She answered
I think
something different.
yeah.
I'm struggling with communicating with her
You're right.
and realizing that it's probably my fault, not hers,
Well,
because
I
communication is not easy for me.
no, but I feel like she's not crazy organized because she's
Yeah,
being
no.
a professor at the same time. And some of my fear is that her students are running our sheds and they're messing up.
Yeah,
Like it's too many hands in the pot. Like
yeah.
I I shed tested. I counted it actually yesterday. I was bored at work. I did 37 tests this year.
Woohoo!
And
Look at you.
and so yeah, at whatever a pop. And I got 47% positives. It was terrible. Terrible.
What?
Yes.
I dreamed to have those results, pal.
Really?
Oh yeah.
47%. Oh my God. I mean,
Oh
the ones I
no,
hit,
man.
I hit good, but I missed
I
on some. I was
I
like,
if you can hit 50%, that would be my dream.
yeah.
I'm at 51 tests. I actually put mine into a spreadsheet. I was so
Yeah,
freaking out
same.
about the positives. All the red are negatives.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty
The,
good. Oh,
the
I mean,
green the green are positive.
yeah.
So I have like on the other side of the spreadsheet, I have like a result, and I think the first year I did 21 tests and only had four positive results.
Oh, dude, that sucks. Wait,
It's-
were you buying pod sets or were you creating pod sets?
No, no, no. I was so when I'm saying that I'm testing an asphalt yellow belly, but I want the
Okay.
asphalt obviously.
Gotcha.
So you're still like 50-50 chance, right? Same thing as
Yeah.
a posset. So I was counting all those, and now when I'm doing those, I don't even count a yellow belly or an asphalt as a bad test. It's what it
It's
is.
just what
So
it is. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I stopped counting. I've gotten a
Hmm.
couple that were really good because I've got that one from Goebbels.
Yeah.
It
Brittany?
was banana asphalt pastel enchi het clown, and it was aging weird.
Hmm.
And Austin said the only thing that does that is het hypo in the banana. And I when I reached out because I had the exact same animal in a without the het clown, and Austin's like, that's not het clown doing that. They look
Yeah.
nothing like. So I called Goebbels, and he's like, well, the dad um, actually proved out het hypo. I was
Right.
a couple of things kind of brought that threw me off with that. If you had an animal that tested het hypo and you'd already sold one of the babies from that, I'm not really sure why you wouldn't call the people that bought stuff from that clutch because that was not a
Right.
cheap. It was a $1,400 animal. I'm not sure why you wouldn't tell those people, hey, test your animal for head hypo.
Yeah. Well, some people might be disappointed. That's the other thing.
Well, that's the challenge, and so but that's why I specifically do that because, Like there's an auction. I've got a Cypress. I had a Cypress clutch.
Yep.
Somebody else has a Cypress Clown female for 350. I have my Cypress Clown male at 300, but theirs has possible het candy or albino or something.
Yeah. Sorry, dude. I just love this snake. Every time I pull her out, she was in my video the other day.
What is it?
Just a Firefly OD, double het clown pied, pos head hypo. But
OD Firefly. I was going to say
yeah,
OD Fire Pastel or Asphalt.
yeah.
Hugh
I wonder.
McIver is in your thing saying, "Show me my next snake." He just did.
Are they in there? What do they want to
Yep.
see?
Oh, he said, what do you got going on, brother? Show me my next snake."
Uh,
He just did. I don't know who that is. That's one of your customers.
I don't even see that.
It's the last one.
I don't know if I think my chat froze or something. I haven't seen anyone pop up in a while.
QMCIVOR.
Hmm.
Q McIver.
Yeah. What do they want to see? What are they looking to buy?
Their next snake. Yeah, that's right. You got to be more specific. I
Yeah.
don't know that they're in they're in there anymore.
Pastel Lesser OD. Oh, this one. It's for sale.
Did you just get a message on there? Because I don't have a message.
Yeah, from No Blondish. It says, I'm obsessed with the Pastel Lesser OD Clown yet. It's Pos at Hypo, too.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the. I'm not seeing anybody's.
Yeah,
I wonder if people see that I'm on a video and jump on that, it sends me the text,
I wonder.
and then if you're doing it because you started it, you only get text that people jumped on to your part of the live. I don't really understand the lives.
Oh, sorry. The person, No Blondish, is the one who messaged me on Morph Market for this animal. Hey,
Uh,
since you're on this live right now, hit me up. I'll give you a discount. I know we didn't even talk about money on it, but
what's that? Butter or lesser?
Pastel Lesser
Hypo
OD
clown?
Clown Head Hypo.
Clown head hypo.
Yeah.
You sure that's head hypo?
Well, I mean, it was a
Dude, that
head
looks
hypo to a
hypo.
it was a head hypo to a pos head hypo. So
That looks like head hypo. That looks like hypo, man.
I didn't get any hypos out of the clutch. I mean, it's my first year trying to get the hypo clown, but this is a split with
That
Austin.
black is pretty grayish.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure if that was the pastel and the lesser doing that, but
Yeah, I don't know.
it's pretty nice animal. I turn his light off now. Ooh, it's bright. There it is. But yeah, good looking animal. Nice male. What else you want to see? What is this? Oh, my buddy Drew just popped on there. Yeah, animals. So
Oh yeah.
Drew,
How many
Zeus
people
there.
are you seeing? Because I got
I
no.
got
I'm only showing four.
I got six. Yeah,
This is weird.
yeah. So Drew, the guy Zeus who just popped in, he
Yep.
does snow clearing like in the wintertime.
Yep.
So I traded him a ball python, Enchi Mojave het clown, who was breeding to actually a pastel stranger clown, and he's gonna clear my snow all winter. He came this morning, did my driveway.
That's nice.
Yeah, I was like, okay, whatever. I don't have to do that. Saves my back.
He
But
might want to change his mind after the winter. We're supposed to be done. You get,
I was
you
looking at the
get,
farmer's almanac. I'm like, okay, that sounds like a good
yep,
deal.
that's a good deal. We're expected to get the most snow out of 100 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Somebody said.
I mean, the last couple of years have been crazy,
Yeah.
but I know he's a nice guy. He's just getting in as well. Picked up a couple of animals from me.
So you said holdbacks. You were. Did you show holdbacks or no?
That was my last video. Was all most of my holdbacks. Some of them
And
I'm trying
what
to
did
get
you
into
say
certain
you
customers.
held back? How many? 20?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
That's good. You got a way
Oh,
better.
20, 20, 20. Sorry.
You got a way better. You got a way better collection than I do.
I
I
was
I think
just
Oh, you do.
Pick, I was picking. No, no, I was picking the cream out. That's it.
Well, you started off same time as I did. We both invested sort of the same money. I don't know
Hmm.
that you've made.
No.
I've probably made 25 grand, and I've made the money back and invested. I think I'm at 11 this year. Invested back
You
in.
invested? Okay.
Yeah, I bought, and that's just, I think that's straight cash. Because I've had I've gotten one or two animals from Billy.
Hmm.
Not doing very good with, I'm accumulating too much credit and not using enough. And
Right.
we didn't do any, we stopped pairing last May. And so we went
So
May,
the move.
June, July, August, September, October, November till he started pairing again. That's 7 months. You're going to lose pretty well 9 months, 10 months
Yeah.
worth of production. So, like,
Right.
I mean, he already. I'm very picky. I won't just take just any animal. Oh, look at this got butter, and I don't like butter, but I guess I'll take it. Yeah, I'm not doing any
Right.
of that.
Right. Right. It all depends what your project, where you're going. Like for me, I like pied, so butter and pied, no go.
Oh, does that all of the blue-eyed Lucy? They all make high whites, right?
Most of them make high whites, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But Lester's pure white pied with big bulgy eyes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Or beady eyes, I think it is, actually.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah. Yeah, but a buddy of mine last year, actually the one I got the blackhead leopard from,
yep,
he 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 had another one and he bred it to a lesser spot nose clown het pied, made what I think could be a fantastic animal, but it was pure white because he hit the
yeah,
lesser clown pied and but who knows, it could have had spot nose, leopard, blackhead, who knows what was in it.
yeah.
But he just sold it as a white snake, a couple $100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit that with one of my clutches. Catherine from Mutation Creation bought, and Austin both bought a couple snakes from Bob Vu.
Yeah.
Catherine resold it, and I picked it up off of her. It's a yellow belly ultramel Mojave, and it was 1,200 grams. Well, it's already like 1,650 for me, so it ate two mediums, but the problem is I'm only at Billy's every 2 weeks, so it
Right.
ate two mediums 2 weeks in two feedings in a row. So in reality, it's not too bad. That's four medium rats in a month. So
Yeah.
I
That's not
so
bad.
I'm pairing that to Austin's asphalt clown that has Mojave in it, and I could end up with an all white
Freeway.
snake, but.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I could end up with an all white snake, but you wouldn't tell that there's freeway, red stripe, black pastel, hurricane. Yeah, you wouldn't tell
You
that
can you
there's
can
any
shed
of that
test for
in.
all that, right?
You can shed test for every single one of them except
Yeah.
for red stripe. And
Didn't they just
honestly,
come out with
red.
red stripe?
Sorry,
Didn't they just come out with red stripe?
US did, not
Oh,
us.
okay.
No, no, she still can't do red stripe. She has a bunch of sheds. Her
Yeah.
biggest problem on the red stripe project is too many people are sending sheds that other people then tell her they don't have super red stripe,
Right.
because she really needs the supers from it, right? And like honestly, I think the only supers I would ever trust are from Justin. I don't know that I would trust a lot of people, because when you see Justin IDing, he's got so much experience.
Yeah.
Um,
He
and
just
it's
does
not
it on a
just
dime.
experience with one gene; it's experience with supers and how they react with other things and
With
how they react
combos,
with
yeah.
complexes. And you
Yeah.
may have somebody that's got a ton of red stripe, but then they've only got another 15 genes in their collection. Well, he's probably got 100 genes in his collection and all the time to
Right.
go through that.
Right. Nice.
My holdbacks this year, I have 8 holdbacks this year.
Yeah.
I did two full clutches and that hurt because I tested 12 animals, not a full panel, but on
Yeah.
the first clutch I tested it was a freeway orange dream to a cypress spot nose. So I knew what the spot nose were. The spot nose and the cypress are totally different. So I had 4 tests to do on those. Yeah, not 6 on that first clutch, but they all got tested for Orange Dream Asphalt, and Yellow Belly. So I ended up with a Cypress OD Asphalt Het Clown, a Cypress OD Yellow Belly Het Clown, female and male.
Yep.
And then the second clutch, was pretty sure that I didn't even show these to Austin. I think I showed him a picture on the one, and he was like, "That's definitely asphalt." But I ID'd for the first time, I think the asphalt's all correctly, which for me is like a major win.
That's right, buddy.
Um, so I hit a banana cypress asphalt 100% Het Clown, and cypress asphalt Het Clown. Those are the ones I'm having trouble sexing. So I think I may actually. I've got it marked down. I have a male and a female, but I think I got three females
Oh,
in there.
really?
And that was I got lucky on that one. I hit four asphalts out of the clutch, and they all the asphalts were the ones with cypress. So I hit asphalt and cypress all on the same thing on four snakes. So that
Nice.
that to me is a win. That was
Yeah.
expensive. The because I had to do 10 tests at
Right.
I think I was paying 70. No, the first four were 75, so that was 300, and then the last six were 50. That was another 300. $600 worth of testing on two clutches for animals that I don't. I only have one in here I can sell really.
Right. It's yeah. It's a big expense to eat up front, but hopefully it
Yeah,
pays
it
off
is,
down the
and this
road.
this was the first year that I've actually gone through because even though I have Husbandry Pro, I don't like the amount of data or what I can do with the Husbandry Pro as far as tracking sales. I think they could do a lot better job on. Hey, these are the Hey, you just did an asphalt clutch. Here are the customers that have bought asphalt. Would you like to bulk mail? All of your customers that ever bought asphalt from you, and,
Right.
and, and send the pictures. Like it'd be so easy for them to collect the data, like not
Yeah.
easy
I
but
mean,
doable.
we're we're already putting our customers in the system.
Well,
Like,
we are, but like I mean, that's the thing.
and
Yeah,
we
we're
might as
it's
well. Why can't we use it for something?
100%,
Yeah.
but that's going more onto the sales end and really tracking and updating customers. Like Ozzy Boyd's has a mailing list, and he does
Right.
it. That's easy enough to do, but I don't want to flood customers that because one of the biggest things is you don't want to like with real estate is they just want you to flood the customer. I don't flood the customer unless I know they're going through a life change. So it's possible I know they're moving or they're thinking of moving or they're thinking of investing. I don't want to
Right.
flood a customer who's thinking of with investing and doesn't want to do condos. I don't want to flood him with every listing I have and
Right.
everything that's. I only want to give him the stuff that meets his
That
parameters. And,
needs. Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, because I think, and I think it's logical. If I send you 15 emails and only one of them pertain to what you were going to do, and I do
Right.
that 4 years in a row, by year four, when you're actually ready to move, you're not looking at my emails at all.
Right. It's true.
So I think they need to do more with that. I've made suggestions to Billy, but I don't think Billy and I definitely don't have the same sort of mindset as far as sales go. I'm more on the data driven end of it. I
Yeah.
would be doing things definitely a little bit differently um, on that side. But like, I mean, it's easy to say when I'm not running at the scale he is. So,
Right. And the overhead, man. I can only imagine.
yeah, and we've gotten the overhead, we've gotten that way down. But like, I mean,
Yeah.
your overhead has to match. And this is the thing that most people don't understand about snake sales. Like, I can come and I said this to Billy. He didn't like it, but he kind of had to concede the point. I can create everything Billy does.
Right.
All I got to do is have 100 grand, and I can create almost any snake he does. What we do not have the ability to is sell the same snakes for the same price that he does because we don't have as wide a reach.
Right.
The trust is not there with the customers. And the
Yep.
other thing that we're never going to be able to catch up to, I don't think, is the fact that, especially with Billy, because he's such an eccentric personality, we'll never have the Patreon followers that he has. Like
Yeah.
Austin's at the position where he's got to start, and he is starting a Patreon. He has the
Yeah.
ability, he is the know-how, he's got the knowledge, he's got the backing
The
of years
following.
of
Yeah.
experience, a
Yep.
ton of followers. He has people's trust. He's not shafting people, and yeah,
Yeah.
he's gonna. I think he's gonna be. I think between him and Anton, it's going to be a real race in the next 10 years to see who's Justin. Because
I
honestly, I think both these guys, I think one's going to be Justin, one's going to be Bob Vu.
right. I know. Austin's got a phenomenal collection. I haven't been to DPR's facility, but I can only imagine opening his tubs what he's got.
No, and like so the challenge, not the challenge, but when I'm watching people's videos and I'm watching their what kind of things they offer for sale,
Yeah.
and you can tell to some extent what people are doing by what they're selling. Because if you're selling that and you want
Right.
$2,500, I can just imagine what you hit in the clutch. And it doesn't
Exactly.
take a genius to look at the code on his snake. It's 25C3.01 or O2 or O3.
Right.
Well, you know that's the first animal's the best. That's the one he kept. If
Yeah.
he's selling O2 or O3, he hit a real humdinger on one and
Exactly.
number two. So,
Exactly.
and,
And you
and
won't
my
see it till it's on eggs.
yeah. Well, that's the thing is you won't see it on eggs, so you can kind of track how good somebody's collection is,
Yeah.
and honestly, how junky the collection is by what they're selling. If you see somebody selling, like I was a little surprised the other day when I got Ozzy's list. He's releasing a list of proven breeders, and I'm like, what are you doing with an Orange Dream Yellow Belly or whatever the snake was that he was
Right.
releasing? I'm like, dude, I got rid of that years ago. Why
Yeah.
would you still have that? And it's not that they have a crappy collection, but out of their collection, it's easy for me to say because I don't got a $30,000 male that I put that to that female and he's still going
Right.
to make money, right? So
Yeah. I was actually watching a live not long ago. Ozzy was on it. I'm trying to think of whose it was, but he was talking and he just basically he's redoing his collection. He said he fired his manager. He Yeah, he's basically just taking it back over under his own control, and he's just doing it his way. So maybe that's why he's releasing some of these animals that he's probably like, "What the fuck is this still doing?"
oh yeah, could be very well because
Mm.
I know what from what he was talking about. He was you may lose my voice here for a second because I'm going to put my headphones on.
Yeah, no problem.
I know that Ozzy's I don't know how much real estate he does.
Yeah.
There's one of the snake breeders that actually has a real estate company. Um, I'm not sure if that's Ozzy or not, but Ozzy's into real estate and investing.
He's
So
big into it. Yeah.
yeah, so at what extent are how much snake stuff are you going to do when you're real estate? Part of the reason why I'm doing it and doing the extent I am and working at Billy's because the real estate market sucks.
Right.
Where I lack in sales sort of personality is they tell you in real estate when somebody says, "Hey, is this a good time to sell?" Oh yes, sell. Now's an amazing time to sell, and they give you all the reasons why this is an amazing time to sell.
Right.
While
And
that might be accurate, they're telling you the information that's a positive to sell. They're not telling you the things that may be shit to sell. Because in
hindering you some.
reality,
Yeah.
and this is what I got. I got fired from Remax, my first brokerage, because I'm not a salesman person enough.
Right.
I think my first set of clients, my wife and I had been taking biblical counseling, marriage counseling
Okay.
at our church, and my first set of clients were going through a divorce. So I had the sale of their house and the buy and sale of both of them buying condos.
Okay.
And I'm like, why are you guys getting divorced? Well, I didn't. That was opening up a can of worms. 6 months later, the story was they're still together and they're happy as heck
Oh.
because we were able to. My wife and I helped them, but I lost 3 sales. I lost,
Right.
and people are like, well, that's not your job to be a life coach. To me, honestly, like I mean, we're not asking the right questions when people say, and the challenge is that's the customer's fault. Hey, is now a good time to sell? Wrong question.
Right.
If you were in my position and you had your job, would you sell now or would you sell later? And if the guy doesn't give you an honest answer, that's the challenge. And for
Right.
me, I've always given an honest answer, and that's cost. I know it's cost me sales.
Yeah.
But I think in the long term, the customers you did retain realize that you're a little bit more maybe honest or upfront, or I could really in reality it's the stage of life I'm in. I'm older, I'm semi-retired. I don't necessarily need the cash or not willing to make a quick sale. I think the customers you retain from being good, and that's everything, man. It's, how many guys in our industry have made a sale? Hey, yeah, that's definitely Orange Dream. Yeah, it's definitely Scramblers. Definitely Het Monsoon. They have no clue what
And
it's
it's not.
either one of
Yeah.
those three, and they're
Yeah.
basically saying that if not to make more money, at least to make a sale, and burning somebody that they likely would never have done that. Like
Right.
I know the onus is equal, and that's the challenge for me. The onus is equally on the customer to ask the right questions and for them to make a good decision. It's not my fault that they did real estate when real estate sucks. You know,
Right. Well, it's the same as going to a car salesman and they're like, "Hey, is it a good time to sell my
100%.
car?" They're like,
Yeah,
"Fuck yeah, buy
yeah,
my car, and I'm going to
yeah,
sell your used car."
yeah. Is that a good car? Oh, it's the best car.
Right.
Okay, what are you driving? Oh, I'm driving a Nissan. Well, why do you work at a Chevy dealer? You know,
Right.
it's
I'm
like,
not driving a Chevy. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and that's a challenge. So for me, the snake stuff is the same. I've got a guy the guy that just texted. I said, give me a minute. Let me tell him we're online. I think he's one of the guys that are on.
Okay.
He came to me asking to buy a banana and thought the snake looked like the best ever.
Right.
And I'm like, with the banana stuff,
Banana.
I banana, yeah. What was that?
Banana head ultramel, or it could be an ultramel banana. I'm not even sure. I didn't shed test this one. And it's pos triple het hypoclompide.
No, that's nice.
Yeah, I think it's pastel Mojave.
Oh yeah, that's the one you it was in your video, was it?
It was one of the ones.
Or siblings of the
It
one
was a
in the
sibling
video.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So this guy came to me buying an animal, and I'm just, dude, like, what are you buying this animal for? Are you a breeder? That's my first question. Are you breeding or are
Right.
you a pet owner? Okay, so are you okay with the fact that this snake starts off looking insane, but ages differently? He's, no, I'm really looking for a snake that's going to look insane. Well, I'm after talking with a guy for a few hours, had him over to Billy's. He looked at a bunch of and settled on a snake that Billy wanted. He offered Billy 1,000. Billy wanted 1,200. Billy said no. Um, so he actually went to Austin and bought almost the exact same snake, and Austin gave it to him for less. He's like, "You're not going to breed this?" He's like, "No." He's like, "I'll give
Yeah.
it to you for 850 or whatever." So he got a
Right.
good deal, but like, I mean, that guy I'm still his primary reference. He doesn't call Austin first. He's like, "This is the next snake I'm looking for." Okay, well, we got to go to this guy to get that snake, and that
Hmm.
this is the first guy I've never. He's got a really interesting personality because most people would just say, "Yeah, thanks for the info, go fuck off."
Right.
This guy actually sent me a gift coupon for
Oh,
$100
really?
for the keg. He's like, "Look, you guys helped me out for a couple weeks, a couple hours, and gave me your time and gave me some education, and actually lost the sale because of that." And I'm like, "Wow, this is a person I want to hang out with, and I want
Yeah.
to be friends with for life." Because that type of personality, somebody that does that, acknowledging that somebody's gone over and above,
Right.
and kind of saying thank you in whatever way.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so he just bought another snake off of Austin, and he's already. Oh, oh, hold on! I got a funny story.
Who is he?
He's Rob.
Oh,
I don't know if he's on there. It's funny because I said, um, what is his last name? His last name. He maybe have been in the chat, and I didn't notice who it was because I don't notice
McIntyre.
McMicker. It could be
Um,
QMC Ivor McIver. Anyways, so I got rats from Dennis this week,
yeah.
and I threw a rat in at Billy's,
Yeah.
and I'm feeding
No,
all
we're
my
not in the paint
animals.
project at all.
Sorry?
Someone asked if we're in the paint project. I'm not in the
Oh,
paint.
dude, paint clown.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know. Crazy.
I wish Billy's got some and Austin's got some. I think. So I
Yeah.
opened the bin to check. Snake ate one of the rats, and I'm like, no, he didn't eat it. What's that pink thing beside it? Oh, it's a baby. So I grabbed it out
Oh shit.
and I took it home. And the real funny thing is that I'm like, wow, maybe Dennis grabbed this stuff out of the wrong bin. So I
Yeah.
checked all the other females, and I stuck one of the other females in that looked like she could be pregnant too. I stuck her in the bin. When I get home, I got 13 babies. The mom is doing fine, and the other female is dead. And yes, it was like, I think I was about 6 hours by the time. No, it's maybe 7. I think I got them at 11 and got home around 6 or 7. So they were only in the bin for like 5 6 hours.
Hmm.
So and there was no trauma, but this thing had rigor mortis. It was hard as a rock. I think that usually happens at like hours 5 or 6 or something.
Right.
So
Right.
this thing was dead long. I'm like, how? What on earth? The other person did it just get scared or something? Weird. But I
That's
got
crazy.
13. So now I just stuck them in one of my VE6 racks, one of my snake racks. Put the water in there. She's been clean. She's not putting anything in the water.
Yeah.
I got a couple handfuls of food that I grabbed from Billy's. And she needs a little bit more food now, so I stuck a couple of had some little stale cereal. They love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pizza crust. They love that.
Yeah.
So
I
it'll
love
give
it.
me. I paid $6 for the animal to feed off, and now I got
Yeah. I
now
got
I got
food for.
$26 worth of
There you go.
hatchlings to sell.
Nice.
These are you like bananas, right?
Yeah, I love bananas.
I had a clutch at my house that was kind of not accidental, but this thing's it was my super asphalt that has banana OD, fire, and pastel, and I don't think none of these animals have pastel in them because pastel just
Yeah.
kills the banana, beats the crap out of it.
Right.
That's kind of the nicest one of them.
That
And
is
I don't even
nice.
I don't even know what it was. But these things are dark, man.
Yeah.
Like that. Look at the alien heads inside. I've never seen it. It's like got like an orange,
Right.
very
Yeah.
dark,
It's different
dark
pigment there.
brown. Yeah. And so I got 4 of
Oh
them.
yeah.
But I'm looking at these. I'm going. The only thing in there's definitely asphalt.
Yeah.
Um,
Huh.
but there's no. They almost all look identical. I'm like, it
Yeah.
wasn't the only super one there was asphalt, so it's definitely asphalt. Oh, that one's probably Orange Dream. Look at the tail, or Fire.
Yeah. That's that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. In fact, he was a little bit bright. These next two were.
Mm-hmm.
See how the top, the
It's
top
been
of
yeah.
the top of the alien heads, they're a little bit different color than the rest of them.
Yeah. Man, that middle one looks hurricane. That's wild. That's
Yeah. So
wicked.
like, I'm looking at this, going like, what the heck? Did I put black pastel in here?
Yeah.
I'm like, but I don't have anything that would be banana and black pastel because that was a weird one again. So I have an animal in my collection that tested I've told you this before, um, that tested it tested
Oh
super
right.
asphalt and yellow
And
belly.
yellow belly. That's right.
So she wanted all the siblings, she wanted all the pairings. We did a ton of testing to figure out what's going on with that. So the mom was sold as an Enchi, Orange Dream, Yellow Belly, or Asphalt. The challenge with that is when I asked the guy with the pairing a year later, he told me it was an Ivory to something else. And I'm like, well,
Okay.
then
Yeah.
it couldn't have been an Asphalt. So why are you selling it as a possible Asphalt?
Right.
Um, and then I tested them for Orange Dream partway through doing the testing because I was not hitting any Super Orange Dreams from the pairings with those two girls.
Yeah.
Well, they both tested. They're sold as Orange Dream, possible asphalt. There was no asphalt, and neither one of them were Orange Dream. But the first one that threw the Super Asphalt Yellow Belly, and I got 3 animals. I sent her 3 freeway. I actually sent her like 10 freeway sheds, and all 3 of the babies that tested as Super Asphalt and Yellow Belly were from the same female. So when she tested the female, no Orange Dream, it was a Yellow Belly, and it tested Super Enchi. And I'm like, that's not Super Enchi. Super Enchi wide eye bands usually connect at the back of the head
Right,
and
right.
leave a little bit of a crown. I showed it to Austin. Austin's like, I doubt that's even NG, let alone super NG. Billy said the same thing. Well, this clutch is her second clutch. The first year, she threw out all 5 of 5 were NGs. So I'm like, okay, well that kind of reinforces that. This
Hmm.
clutch, there's only 1 NG in it. Well, there was two. There was another. One of them didn't make it. One of them was NG pastel. You could tell the butterfly
Yeah.
head stamp was there. So, but
Interesting.
yeah, more interesting, weird stuff. And I told her, hey, that one that you told me was a super NG. Austin didn't think it was a super NG. Billy didn't think it was a super NG. And I just had a pairing. And she's like, well, send me the sheds to those babies because we want to see what's going on. So, because we
Yeah.
were obviously getting a false positive on the fact that the 3 babies were super actual and yellow belly when they were clearly all freeways.
Right.
So
That's
she
interesting.
tested the mom, the dad. She tested everything because
Hmm.
the mom tested as yellow belly, and I put a super asphalt to it. I said, "Is it possible there's something whacked out going with my super asphalt dad that's somehow passing both genes of the asphalt?" She's like, "Well, that's impossible." No shit, Sherlock.
Hmm.
But so's getting a super asphalt and a yellow belly in the same snake. Don't tell me what's not
Yeah,
possible because
exactly. Right.
you're telling me the genetics are.
Right. Yeah, throw that right out the window because, yeah,
Oh yeah,
none of it
yeah.
makes
So
sense.
yep. So I
Awesome.
am three. What was I at genetic testing? I'm at $3,005 with tax so far
Shit.
shed testing, and I started to track way more carefully. I think out of that maybe that's total since they started doing testing, and my first test was June of 24. So we're 3 grand at a year and a half. So that, like, I mean, I've got to calculate that on top
Yeah.
of the 10 grand I spent. I think I'm at around 5 grand for rats spending because I don't do that. And I spent 10 grand, and I'm like, holy crap! I've now almost reinvested the 20 that I paid back because I
Right.
invested 20, I paid off the 20, and still had all the animals. Since then, most of those animals have been sold at like bargain basement prices or
Hmm.
used to produce the super asphalt stuff. So
Right.
what I started to do this year, I don't know if you do this, but it changed my kind of mindset because last year I think I only made 3-4 grand. This year I was at like $300. I got another 15, 20 animals to sell, but like I'm looking at that going, I'm making 3 grand. And I'm spending, an average of 5 a year feeding. Oh,
Right.
that's
So
not good. So
bad
I started
model.
to
Yeah.
so I started to put in beside my sales sheet. I added another column holdbacks, and I've never done this before. And so I put in a value of the holdbacks. Now that's not what I can buy them for because most of the stuff you don't know what you can buy this stuff for. It's
Right.
what would I be willing to pay. Like I think I have a Cypress asphalt banana clown. I would have given somebody $1,000 for that. So
Hmm.
yes, I might be able to buy it for 200 or 300 if somebody doesn't care or wants to clear it out. But if I'm looking for it, you're probably going to pay $1,000 for it if they don't want to let it go. So
Right.
I put a value beside it, and that made me feel a lot better. I'm like, okay, so 2 years ago when I only made 4,000 or whatever it was, I held back 7,000. This year I only made
Yeah.
three. I'm only at like 300 or 400, but I've kept like almost 9 grand worth of holdbacks out.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah. I guess I should look at my holdbacks. What their value is.
you should. And like, I mean, the interesting part, so that's Billy started the new genetics thing, or Billy and the guys who created Husbandry Pro.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's similar to me. What I don't like about it is too close to Morph Market, where they want people to um, put in pictures of confirmed genetics of the snakes, and then they're going to start grading people. Like if Austin correctly grades 10 snakes, get 10 guys that give him a 100%. So he misses one, somebody's going to put a 0%. Well, that can all come out as 80%. So Austin will
Right.
have an 80% beside his head plus all the snakes.
Hmm.
To me, it's too similar to what Morph Market does, and why what they're hoping to do is they're hoping to allow people to put in um, entire clutches and get somebody to ID the clutches. To me, if I put in a clutch that I had no clue what the stuff is, why would anybody have a motivation to do that?
Right.
However, if we try to monetize that and say, okay, I'm going to submit a clutch. Here's the pairing. Here's where I got them from. Here's what genetics are confirmed or what are proven out in the past, and put in a price that I'm offering for somebody um,
Oh, okay.
to
Yeah.
do that. And
The
you're going to
idea.
get, yeah, you're going to get some guys that go on and they want to make $80 for to ID your clutch, but they don't know what they're doing. Well,
Hmm.
if if Austin and Billy had an hour a day and they could ID a clutch and pick up another 300 or 400 bucks a day to ID clutches, then you would have guys like Justin, Billy, Ozzy that, hey, I'm picking my nose, and one of my customers just did that because they do it for their Patreon.
Hmm.
They will ID clutches for their Patreon.
For certain levels, yeah.
Yeah, at certain levels.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a way. And Billy didn't think that was a good idea, but I'm like, I wouldn't even waste my time putting a clutch on there for somebody to ID because nobody's going to do it. Who's going to do it?
Right.
Who's going to have the motivation to do it? They're not monetizing it to give people the motivation to do that.
Right. Yeah, yeah, it's good. There's got to be some kind of a driver there. So
Well, that's it. Yeah,
otherwise,
and Billy's like, he's like, oh well, I can take that and I can send it to the person who knows Orange Dream and G Super Actuals. Okay, well, why would that person take time out of his day to look at my clutch? That just
right.
yeah, I don't like it. I
Yeah.
think, and it would. I That's the part I don't like about what's going on with Heather or any of the other stuff, that we're seeming to have a disconnect with who's doing not Instagram, but the not Morph Market. Oh, Husbandry Pro.
Okay.
Husbandry Pro and guys like that, why are
Yeah.
you not connecting with the genetic people and adding that in? Because I'm genetic testing snakes. I
Hmm.
now know with a clarity of what's in that snake. I know
Right.
what's not.
Right.
You can say with a certain clarity what's in there. You can't say what's not, because for all you know, unless you did a full panel test like down the States, which is what would be awesome, because then you could have people submit animals or that are online on Ben's site or whatever. Hey, this is a confirmed this, and this, and it doesn't
Right.
have anything else, because that's part of the problem, like you said about the. That's when I went off on the sales tangent of having a snake that you, hey, that's possible het monsoon. Well, I don't want monsoon in my collection, so I don't even want to buy it.
Right.
I don't want the possibility of het monsoon in my collection. I don't want the possibility of a het pied in my collection,
Right.
unless we could. Like the only reason why I'm okay with hypo is because I started realizing there's like a color difference and enhancing of the hypo. I don't know if there's any pattern changing.
With hypo, not so much. I don't think. No.
No, just so it's color enhanced. I
Yeah.
definitely noticed that it's in banana. I don't know that I don't have enough of it in my collection. I think I only have maybe 5 or 6 that are het hypos.
Hmm.
And I one of them is an asphalt het hypo, and you would just think it's an asphalt. It looks no different
Yeah.
than my 3 asphalt het clowns.
Right.
But the het clown doesn't really have an influence. So it'd be interesting to see. Okay, because I was listening to a podcast the other day, and the guy was saying he actually started buying animals. He knows that his collection has no pied, and he started playing around with the pied influence in certain stuff. So he bought an whatever combination plus a visual pied, so that he could get all the animals were visual pied, and he's
Right.
comparing them to other animals that don't have pied in them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Now, if back to what you were saying about offering that fee for service for
yep,
IDing,
yep.
I'm just thinking more about it. Would there be like a liability factor there? Like, could they come back to Austin and be like, "You ID'd this as OD and it's not OD, and now my customer's complaining"? Like, I just
Uh,
wonder
uh,
how.
that, and yeah, and that's what I first thought as well. So the only thing that I would say is that you're paying a very low fee. You're not paying the genetic guys,
Mhm.
right? But let's say I put, and it's up to the buyer to say, hey man, here's a clutch of 5 animals. I'm willing to pay $10 an animal for you to give me your best guess, and out of those animals that I paid, let's say I have a clutch of five. I've $10 for animal. That's $50.
Mhm.
Now I'm out of that 5 animals. I'm going to test 3 of them and see which ones are actually Orange Dream. Well,
Right.
I've still saved $100 because I didn't test all 5. I only tested 3 instead of 5.
True.
And there's other genetics. So I think people would have to take a grain of salt with that, and obviously the liability issue. But I mean, we have the same liability. We have the same thing now. I bought an animal off of Billy, and he says it's this and this and this and this, and I get it, and I prove it out. It was nothing.
It's
And
not. Yeah.
I bought Matt Quinn's a pretty well
Yep.
known guy. I bought super inchy yellow belly het clowns off them, and they turned out neither one of them were yellow belly. And I'm like, I just dropped $700 on animals and $600 to feed them for 2 years because they were unfortunately only ASF. So I'm
Right.
like, I'm out $1,300 and I'm not getting anything back from that guy. And those animals, literally, they were just auctioned off. They got like $20-$30 from. I'm out 1,300-1,400 bucks.
Right. Right. That's
So,
bullshit. Yeah.
well, it is, but the challenge is it's like that. I'm not. I don't feel so bad about those. The first year that I started, I was sold 4 animals that ended up eventually costing me $2,600, um, just in damages to pay the damages. I was sold asphalt, an asphalt fire that turned out not even to be yellow belly or asphalt.
Yep.
Um, and I had already sold 2 animals to Anton um, for that. It wasn't sold, but I gave him credit and I took animal in return. And then when the asphalt turned out not asphalt, I ended up having to give him the cash for the animal that I took.
Right.
Um,
Ah.
yeah, I had 4 animals. It was mostly asphalt stuff that was wrong. A couple asphalts that were yellow belly, and one that was supposed to be gravel, and it turned out to be nothing, not even yellow belly, let alone
Oh,
gravel. So,
no way.
oh yeah, 4 of them, and that hurt for my early collection because
Right.
I had done not higher end stuff, but I was taking a decent male and putting against the asphalt to make um, grow outs for the future. So,
Right. For sure.
oh, in that sense, yeah, it hurt.
Man.
It hurt
Yeah.
my collection,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
for
You're
some
still
guy to
paying
make an
for it.
extra $100, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's
Crazy.
hard, the liability for any of this stuff, and that's why, like, even when I did the trade with Goebbels, so
Yeah.
the I I they had an asphalt banana pastel enchi het clown female, and I had a super pastel orange dream GHI freeway. And I said, would you even close to consider this? She's like, well, actually, that's an amazing animal. We would do that trade, but we're not paying any of the shipping. So I
Oh.
had to pay to ship mine down there and for theirs up here. Well, I'm out $800
Right.
just in the shipping part. But I said to them, I'm like, look, Austin has ID'd these. You need to talk to Austin to make sure that is, and do your due diligence. This is what the animal is because we're only taking our best guess on that. And honestly, I'm not taking any guess because I don't know diddly squat about this stuff.
Right. Shit.
You're not doing a whole lot of your own IDing, are you? You're kind of taking a guess at it and then checking with Austin as well, or are you?
Yeah. 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 I
Yeah,
mean, I haven't had anything too complex, and most of my clutches were split clutches with Austin, so it was
yeah.
same idea. I take the best guess, and he's confirming it basically.
Yeah, to
Right.
me, I think that's one of like I don't think I made a lot of wise decisions as far as not knowing. I don't
Hmm.
think they were stupid decisions. They were more uneducated decisions that didn't go so good when I
Yeah.
first got in. But one of the best decisions I did make was getting Austin from day one. As soon as I met him, as soon as he agreed to come over, I was paying him like $60 an hour including travel time, to come over to my house and ID and sex snakes. And then he was giving me okay to put that online, sexed and
Yeah.
ID'd by Austin and Mutation Creation. And you
Right.
know that there's going to be stuff that's, well, there were some of them that were like, look, this is definitely Pastelenchi because it's got the head stamp. It's Orange Dream because it's got this, but then it could have fire, it might not. We couldn't
Hmm.
test them back then. Even now, I've got stuff for sale. I'm not even putting the stuff on it. I'm like, look, this is the pairing. We know it's a banana. Those 4 bananas that I showed you, we know
Yeah.
they're asphalt because it came from a super asphalt. Could have Orange Dream Fire and Pastel in there. We're pretty sure it's not Pastel, and one of them has Enchi in it. So I mean,
Yeah.
we're just guessing. And on pet quality stuff, doesn't matter anymore.
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly.
It's the high end stuff, and hopefully anything over $500 and somebody coming back on you. Like any of my clients that call me and ask for a snake, I'm like, look, man, I'd rather have you not buy this snake and not buy the next snake and save the $1,500 up and buy a $1,500 snake than buy a $500 or $600 snake and then find out it's not like what good is this snake going to do? What are you doing with this snake? Oh, I just
Right.
really like the look of that. Well, I don't care if you like the look of it. You're trying to make money. That's
Yeah.
part of the challenge. Like with sales in real estate, you got to ask the right questions. What are you doing
Yeah.
with Rob? What are you doing? I don't care if I make money. Oh, okay. That's unusual. What do you want to
Hmm.
make? Well, I want to make this. Okay, well, you can take this pathway or you can take that pathway. This pathway is going to cost you more money, but you'll hit what you want to make in 3 years. Or you can take the long way and make it in 6 years, but it's going to cost you a third as much.
Right. Yeah.
But
That's
we
two
don't, and
sides
I
to
don't
it.
know what your experience is, but I don't get a lot of people asking for my opinion before buying a snake. They contact you, say, hey, I want to buy your snake.
I love it. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And then the challenge is for us, what do we do with those? Because it's the same thing in real estate. At what point am I obliged to tell somebody? And I had a ton of customers year 1, 2, 3, 4, not so much last year because they started to realize what I was telling people. In year 1, 2, 3, 4, I had clients come in. They're not asking me if a pre-construction is a good deal. They're
Right.
they're telling me I want to buy pre-construction, and I'm having to say, okay, well, hold on a second. If you can buy a condo right now at 400 today, you can buy the exact same square footage condo in this new one in pre-construction, but they want 560.
Hmm.
So they're guaranteeing they want you to give them a 38.6 or 38% return on their investment, or making sure that that's what the value of that condo will go up by that
Yeah.
time. Where's the you for that? Because it wasn't always like that. It used to be you pre-construction was you buy condos selling for 400. Now they're selling 400 condos for 400 grand, but now
Right.
they're building in. Well, I had a customer that paid bought a $2 million house, walked away from a $380,000 deposit because he could buy the same house, and he did. Turned around and bought the same house that somebody else had bought. Didn't take his possession of his. He walked away from it. He was lucky that the builder allowed him to walk away and
Hmm.
kept the $380,000. And the guy like he had a pretty good mindset because he didn't say I lost 360,000 or 380,000, whatever his deposit was.
Right.
He bought the exact same house that he had ordered and bought it today 2 months early and saved $180,000 because they were only selling instead of 2 million, they're only selling for 1.3 then. So it's weird. At
Yeah.
what
So
point?
again, it
At
worked
what
out in
point
the
are
end.
you
Yeah.
obliged to tell the client that? Right.
Right. Right.
It's the same
Yeah.
with snakes. At what point? I struggle with that with banana all the time. I sell a ton of bananas. Am I supposed to tell people every time, hey, look, let me show you what a baby banana looks like and an adult banana. Are you okay with this? Okay, well, now I'll sell you the snake.
Right. Right.
Because the challenge is, in reality, customers should know that all snakes don't age properly. And if you want a snake that's going to look good, that's where I'm really having a challenge. Because I think you and I touched on that last time we were talking offline.
Mm.
At what do we want? Well, no, it was with Rob, not you. Sorry. Rob wants a snake that's going to age well. White lace, DG, makes the animal age really, really well. Hypo, you could definitely make an argument the hypo is going to age well.
Yeah.
At what point do you want to, and especially for you and I who are newer, that are likely not going to see snakes into their 20s, we're new.
Hmm.
I'm I've only got one female that I've bred. This will be the third time. Two other ones I've bred twice. Everything else, one and done, sold.
Right.
At what point do we want to see animals that are shiny and nice and look awesome? To me, I'm selling the animals. I'm not selling them at 2,000 grams. I don't care what they look like at 2,000 grams. I care what they look like when they're babies. To, zero to, they're not born at zero. They're born at what
Yeah.
average is probably 55 grams.
Yeah.
I want to know what they're like at 55 grams up to 500 grams that's kind of the max that we would sell them at.
Hmm.
Those ultra milk kryptons, part of the reason why I fell in love with it. That animal ages amazingly,
Amazing.
and it
Yeah.
looks insane now. I don't know what they're going to, because I know the ultra milk. I've seen a couple videos that they showed like an old ultra milk that was like 2,500 grams, and it looked like crap. I don't care,
That's
but
most, yeah.
because that's my challenge with the Desert Ghost stuff. Billy hit super asphalt enhancer,
Yeah.
and I didn't like it. It was too clean. It was bright, but it was missing a lot of the graininess that's in. That's the yellow belly super.
Yeah. She's stuffed with rodents right now. I'm gonna be careful with her. But yeah, no, she's amazing.
Do you
The
have any Ultramel stuff that's bigger than that? Because you showed something the other day that was Creed Ultramel. I'm like, dude, I don't think that's got Creed in it.
really
Are you sure? Oh, dude, I'll show you my Creed. My Ultramel Creed looks like garbage. Yeah, that's not Ultramel Creed.
and she Creed.
So that's a challenge. That would be a question for Austin.
Yeah.
Is the Enchi going to brighten that up again? And that's where you and I really get hurt, because we lack the experience to know
Yeah.
what
But
the.
she's also het as well, right? She's got the het pipe,
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is it het pied? Is it going
het
to have a
cryptic.
brightening effect? Because if I
Yeah.
show you mine, like, you're going to be shocked, and it's like you'd have to almost see it in person to kind of get the full. Why can I never find
Yeah.
these things when I'm looking for
My brother just hopped on and said, "When you coming to mom's? You're waiting
them?
for me. I gotta go
Oh,
soon."
yeah, okay. I'll show you this one, and then
Yeah.
one and done. Here we go. This is my Creed Ultramo, and that don't look anything like yours. Yours looks a heck of a lot better than that.
But yeah,
So
I
that right
mean,
now is pretty accurate
yeah.
to what her colors are.
Are you
It
sure that
went
one's
like,
Creed?
sorry?
You tested that one for fire or
Yeah,
Creed?
yeah,
Okay.
it's Creed.
Okay. I haven't tested mine. I should have told Heather to test it. I wonder.
Yeah, and like, I mean, it's if you've already done one test on it, for you to run an additional test, she likely has
Yeah,
the,
she
the
probably has
the
the
thing,
results already.
and
Yeah.
obviously, like, I mean, that might open up opportunities for you if it's not Creed,
Right.
right? And it's 20 to me, and anything that only costs me $25 to $30 that I can use going forward. That's Billy's like, why did you test that? Why did you test that? Why did you test that? I want to know everything that's in my animal, so that when I go to do the IDing and tell Austin what's in the snake, he's not going to be guessing at stuff that was
Right.
never there in the first place in the parent. So,
Yeah. 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 Yeah, exactly. It helps you out to ID, right? Because we don't
well,
have
that's
that
the thing, is
either.
it'll help you and I to ID,
Yeah.
and it'll help Austin as well. So,
Right. Right.
all right,
So
man, you got to get going.
yeah, buddy. Happy New Year,
Thanks,
and
man.
hopefully that
How many people are you showing on your end? I'm still showing 4.
I got four. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you got 4. You
Four.
had the
Yeah.
same amount. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Nice talking to you. I
Yeah,
talk
buddy.
I talk way too much. I'm talking too much and not letting you get a word in edgewise, because my wife
No,
ain't
no.
here, and I'm and I
It,
got way too much to talk about.
I like hearing about it because it gets my mind racing too, right? And then
Oh yeah,
it's good. I enjoy it.
yeah,
All
brother.
right. Yeah, everyone in the chat, Happy New Year. We'll see you guys next year.
Yeah,
Me and
happy
Jeff
New
will keep
Year
doing
to
these
anybody
lives.
that's in there that I know. I think these are mostly people that Joey knows, but
Yeah.
hey, reach
We'll
out and say hi.
yeah, next year we will try to be more consistent. That'd be our goal for next year. Get some other people on, join our lives. We'll make
Yeah,
this
if
something.
you could, and I would love to do like Canadian, like kind of like a Canadian show, or
Yes, yes, yes.
a newbie show, because you and I are the same sort of experience, I would say, and knowledge from what I feel. I don't feel like
you're 10 times smarter than me or 10 times
Nope.
stupider than me. I think
No.
we're pretty even, and it'd be nice to get like somebody like Austin on here to teach both of us, and we could kind of like talk through why we think certain things are what. And then
For sure.
Austin, that's where I find that Austin's really helpful. Billy
Yeah.
just says it's not NC, he walks away.
Right.
Austin says it's not NC because of
And this
this,
is
this,
why.
this, and this.
Yeah.
And yes, you thought it was NC because the other animal you have has NC, but it acts like this with this morph, and in this case, it's this, this, and this. Austin's
Right.
just so good at teacher. Billy has
He's
knowledge, but Austin's an awesome teacher as far
that's
as.
why he's gonna be great on the Patreon.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have an
100%.
amazing Patreon.
Yeah. Yeah, we should do like a Canadian roadshow. And just
Yeah,
have
you
either
may.
Canadian guests or we just travel to their facilities and do lives or something.
So
It'd be fun.
Austin and I are probably doing a road trip next year connected to real estate because I've got he's given me a couple of referrals that I'm going to make a decent amount with. That I'm going to take a certain portion of that. We're probably going down to Gobles to buy a mandarin.
Okay.
And I want a decent mandarin, but I want to see it in person. I'm not looking at pictures. And
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what? I'm like, if I pay for the mandarin, let's go down. We'll hit the Southeast Reptile Expo.
Okay.
Maybe go down to Florida, spend a week on the beach,
Yeah.
and do a little bit of stuff, and go to Brittany's. Maybe go to Justin's, and then make the purchase of the animal on the way back after we've talked about it. Because
Yeah.
I want to buy like an animal around 5,000-6,000. Whether I pay for all of it or just the majority of it, whatever, get Austin to chip in. And
Yeah.
it may be like something like that we say, hey, we're going to buy this. I'm putting in 5,000 Canadian, and Austin's like, no, I want that one to 7. I'll put in the extra $2,000,
Right, right.
and it'll be if you want to. And like honestly, I would rather collaborate with 3 other guys and buy a $10,000 animal than just try to buy something myself and like, oh well, now you can only buy a $3,000 animal.
Right.
But we'll talk
Well,
about that in the future because
yeah, yeah.
that'd be kind of a fun project to do.
Put me in
And
that
it's a
car.
good
I want to go for a
to
drive.
do a good traveling show. So.
Yeah, man. 100%.
All right, buddy. You're
Awesome.
going over the families for New Year's Day,
Yeah, we
New
got
Year's Eve.
like 15, 20 people going over there. So we're all just gonna crash wherever we land.
Oh,
Be
sweet,
fun.
lucky you guys. You a
Yeah.
drinker?
I'm empty, but yeah, that's all I
Oh,
do.
you're a drinker, eh?
Oh yeah.
I I am probably the quintessential loser because my wife's in the States, 3 of my kids in the States, the other one's sitting at home waiting to have a baby. I'm at home in my pajamas still. I haven't gone out. I haven't combed my hair yet,
Yeah.
and I'm eating pulled pork and mashed potatoes and a bag of chips for New Year's Eve. And,
There you go. Are you gonna see the ball drop, or are you gonna be in bed early?
oh, good Lord, no! I'm old. I don't do that. Even when
Yeah.
I did, like I've done it a couple times, stayed up with people's house. I'm like, what are you guys doing? This
Right.
is this is this is drastically stupid.
Yeah. I love watching the Nashville show, the big bash that they have, big concert.
Oh
It's so
yeah.
much fun. I enjoy it.
Oh,
By like
I'm
12:01, I'm like, good night.
yeah. I'm the opposite. I could be in my bed sleeping and dreaming about snakes that I can't make
Yeah.
right now. All
Exactly.
right, buddy.
All right, buddy.
Nice talking to you. Later, man.
Yeah.
Bye,
Ciao.
guys.